Hello everyone, this is the explanation video about this week's homework, which is Unit 3, Lesson 3. So you should have already done the lesson where you begun to make your own maze. And if you understand variables and if statements and loops, this should be really easy homework. Now, I've already written the answers here. So what I'm going to do is get rid of them and we're going to work out this together. So let's read this together. Max the dog finds a backpack with 3 things inside. So we're going to keep track of these 3 variables using what we have here as information. So we originally had 3 treats, and now he has 2 more treats. Actually, let me do that in the same color. Let's do it right like this. Okay. So we have 3, or rather treats is now equals to 3, which is the original amount, plus 2, which is the new amount. We then have balls, which is equal to 2, and he gives away 1 ball. So we'll say balls is equal to 2 minus 1. And now the stick statement was originally none, but he picks up a long stick. So this is going to be a bit of a tricky one, but all we do here is update this to say long stick, like so. Because we can't do math with letters like this, right? So we just type in what we have, which is long stick. Okay, so now we know that treats is equal to 5. We know that balls is equal to 1, and a stick is equal to long stick, like so. Long stick. And you can do it with a speech box like this, or how I did it above, which is with a single quotation mark. Good. Matter of fact, let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Good. Okay. So the next part of this code is going to be super simple. You can see that we've got code here already. So let's set spins to be 0, like so. Spins equals, I can get rid of the capital letter. There we go. Spins equals 0. And we're going to make Max chase his tail 4 times. And each time we want to write Max spins around or something to this effect. It doesn't have to be exactly this, but something to this effect. So we'll say repeat 4 times. I'm going to say Max spins around. And right at the bottom, we're going to say spins is now equal to spins, which is 0, plus 1. And since we're repeating this 4 times, if we do 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that's 4 times, we're actually going to get the number 3, which is not equal to 4, which is a little bit tricky. But if you remember, I did explain right at the start of Unit 2 or Unit 1 that computers count from the number 0. So even though it's going to equal 3, that actually represents 4 as a number. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. And if you count that from 0 on your hand, you'll have 4 fingers raised. So that is the correct answer. Good. The last part is really simple. Let's do this. So we've done if statements before in our lessons. So we're going to say if Max has a ball, if Max has ball, what are we going to do? Play fetch. Okay, if Max has no ball, what are we going to do? Take nap. And the last thing is if Max has stick, chew on stick. And remember that we use if after each conditional after the original if statement. So it will be if, elif in that order. And that's pretty much it for this week's homework. Really simple. This is just a review of what we learned so far, which is variables, loops, and conditional statements like so. So don't worry if you didn't get the exact same answer. So for example, in part 2, the wording's a little bit different for this, but that's perfectly fine too. You don't need to say exactly what I've done, right? You need to just generally understand the concepts we're talking about and complete the homework in that way. So hopefully that's really simple, really easy to understand, and I'll see you guys in next week's lesson, which is going to be the start of Unit 4.